marry with me or you like to marry with your sister?
If you tell me that, I will slap you.
No, listen, boy.
What up, this is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out another one of my videos. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here. Appreciate the support. Back with another video review. This time I'm doing another one on Passport Sis. Boy, they are the gift that keep on giving. So you guys know that I made several videos in the past of them going to Dubai, Dominican Republic, to even Nigeria, different places. And each time they have a story to tell of issues that is going on. This time I have a story on women going to Gambia, and which is the Passport Sis, and having issues. One actually just got murdered out there, which is really sad. So, but this is what we always warn you guys. We warn a lot of these women that want to be like passport bros, that they want to go out there and travel and do the same thing like passport kings and, you know, blue book gentlemen, but they cannot. Things are a bit different. So let's go ahead and jump to the video, see what's going on.
So you all, I come on to just react to a phone call that I received today. And one of my beautiful subscriber queen sisters, she was concerned about some videos that she have seen concerning African American women dying in the Gambia. And it should be a concern, because guess what? It's true.
So apparently, Black American women, some Black American women have moved to the Gambia and they've been murdered. That's what that video is about. Of course, she downplays it. She says they have died, but you know, if you watch the rest of the video, I'll include the link. They pretty much were murdered. Okay, and there's a couple of things that I want to bring up here in relations to that. This whole idea of passport sisters is pretty dumb and dangerous. It's dangerous for obvious reasons. Women should not be traveling to poor countries. American women should not be traveling to poor countries without a man. Okay? Some of you women, American women, you've been brainwashed by feminism to think that, you know, you can take on a man physically and you don't need a man. When you go to these poor countries, you'll find out the value of having a man as a protector. You may find out the hard way. It may cost you your life. Hopefully not. The other thing I want to bring up is a point, but let me just start out with a small story. About a year ago, I made a Facebook friend. He's a guy from Liberia. I figured, wow, it'd be cool to have a friend in Liberia. Maybe we can be business partners. Then after, you know, it was all brother this, brother that, you know, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Then about a year passed and he wanted me to buy him a phone. And I'm like, I'm not buying you a phone. And of course, after that, he just disappeared. There was no brother this or brother that. The reason why I bring that up is because I think a lot of Black Americans who move to Africa lose sight of the fact that they mainly want you there to get your money. Resources. To get your resources. Because trust and believe, if I took 1 million unemployed Black Americans and just dumped them into some black nation in West Africa, the locals would riot against them, just like they did in South Africa. In South Africa, they attacked other Black immigrants who were there because they were a threat to their jobs. And these women, these Black American women who moved to the Gambia, I think they kind of lost sight of that reality, that you're only welcome there to the degree to which they can get something out of you. I mean, I hate to say that. Another example is some of these countries, I believe, like Ghana, Senegal, I could be wrong. They have these citizenship things that Black Americans can get. Well, you can only qualify for that if you make a certain amount of money. They literally said, if you're a poor Black American, we don't want you here. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say. Because when you go on YouTube and you see these Black people in Africa, they really make it look like it's like Wakanda, and you know, it's completely different than than what they presented as in America. Another point is that most of these businesses in Africa are not even owned by black people. So when these black YouTubers go to Africa and show off all these cities and these businesses and these buildings, most of the time those aren't even owned by blacks. Did you know, for example, that less than 30% of all businesses in South Africa are owned by black people? The number one, the largest company in Africa, the CEO is a white man. So a lot of these black Americans that go to Africa and glorify it, they're actually glorifying a new version of colonialism. It's like colonialism 2.0. But anyway, that's a whole different subject.
Yep. Yeah, but in response to the whole situation with that one sister that lost her life, you know, rest in peace to her. It's always sad to hear about situations like that, because the last thing we want to do is hear about another expat or another person that travels and lose their life. That's why a lot of times we talk about trying to protect ourselves while we travel. But one thing that he did talk about, which is very interesting, which is very true, you know, a lot of times that these countries, they look at you differently. You're not one of them. You didn't grow up there. You know, you didn't grow up with them through the mud and through everything, and build yourself up. Basically, you coming in with a lot more resources than them. So they're going to have you, they're going to allow you to come in, and they want to stipend, they want to take some of that resources from you while they're trying to move up. And at the same time, you got to think about this. For the women, there's a status quo for the women, how they should act. And if you think that you can go over there acting like how you are in the States, it's not going to work that way. You don't have the laws to protect you, because a lot of these women, you know, these men, they could beat on these women and they won't get in trouble. So you can't go over there with the same attitude that you have here in the States and think that nothing's going to hurt you, nothing's going to happen to you. So that's why we always say that passport sis, the whole thing is a joke, because it's not good for women to leave the United States to try to find men in these other countries, even in these underdeveloped countries or developing nations, because it's not going to work out well. Because women are hypergamous. They want a man that makes a certain amount of money. It doesn't make sense for you to go over there and you being the man. That doesn't work. That's why for passport bros, passport kings, blue book gentlemen, they could do that and go to another country, even an underdeveloped country or developing nation, and find a wife, because it doesn't matter to us. We don't care about a woman having money. So, but that's my rant. Let's move on to the next video. Your woman go to Gambia, look for a husband.
If you want to marry with me, you can marry with me if you want. You don't have to ask your family.
No.
They say all my girlfriends who are married with black men.
No. But here, when we want to marry it, and you hate my family.
I don't hate your family before, but now I don't want, because they are. It's criminal to say you have to pay house. You have to pay house.
If you have a husband and you,
it's a crime.
Your husband's family.
Of course, I am not a shit brat, because I have paid your water bill to $8,000, and do you think I hate your family then? No. But now I don't want to speak with you, because you are asking me very nasty way, buy the house, buy the car, and then they say he can't marry with you. But he must, the family must. You go away. I think you go away. Go away.
If you push me,
go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. I don't want to speak criminals who are. You like to marry with me, or you like to marry with your sister?
If you tell me that, I will slap you.
No. Listen, boy.
I want to marry with you. I don't want to marry with you. I marry with him.
You will not marry with her.
Hey.
Stand up. If you want to fight with me, just stand up.
Wait.
Criminals.
Damn. Wow, I tell you, boy, passport sis be catching the L. Woo, doesn't matter if you're from the United States or from Europe. You're catching L's from going to these poor nations trying to get a husband. But hey, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know if you guys actually thought this was interesting or not. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.